This morning, as I was having my devotions, I came across a story in the book of Genesis that gave me the answer to a situation I was facing. And I want to talk to you about it in your morning cup of inspiration. Sometimes God does that. He uses a story in the Bible to inspire us. I was needing some boldness and some courage to ask someone for something that my family really needed. And I found that boldness when I read the story, because it's about Abraham looking for a wife for his son Isaac. And in the beginning of chapter 24, he calls in his most trusted servant and he says, "Look, I want to find a wife for my son, but I don't want him to marry a Canaanite. So I want you to go to my people and find the right woman for him from those people." And this was a tall order. And the servant really needed wisdom. So when he got to the country, the city of Nahor in Mesopotamia, he asked God to give him a sign that the first woman that he asked for water, if she gave him water and then said, "Let me bring you water for your camels too," he knew that was the one. And so he kind of put that fleece that out there looking for that sign. And sure enough, along comes Rebecca, the first woman to come and draw water. And she says, "Sir, he said, "Could I have some water?" And she said, "Sure, let me draw you some water." And then she said, "Hey, let me get some water for your camels too." And she said it in the exact words that he had prayed for. And he knew that was the one. Well, later on in the chapter, when he goes with Rebecca and he brings gifts to her family, he is talking to them. And in verse 55, it says, "And her brother and her mother said, 'Let the damsel abide with us a few days, at the least 10. After that she shall go.' And he said unto them, 'Hinder me not, seeing the Lord hath prospered my way. Send me away, that I may go to my master.' And they said, 'Well, we will call the damsel and inquire at her mouth.' And they called Rebekah and said unto her, 'Wilt thou go with this man?' And she said, 'I will go.'" There's a story right there. Being faithful and answering the call. I will go. But the servant of Abraham knew that he had to be bold and say, "No, the Lord has brought me this far. He's brought me all these signs. I'm not going back to my master. I'm not going back to Isaac without his wife." So he asked and he said, "I want to take her with me now." And of course, Rebecca said, "I will go." So maybe you need boldness for something today. Know that if you're asking with the right motives, the right intent in your heart, and you feel that it's of the Lord, be bold and go forth, just like Abraham's servant did. And of course, Isaac and Rebekah were married and they were fruitful. So I hope that helps you. And always look for those stories of inspiration in the Bible. There's a lot of them there. God bless. I'll see you next time for your morning cup of inspiration.